Hello everyone, I'm Danielle with Trinity Readings. We are going to do the Cancer Weekly Tarotscope. This will be for January 7th through the 14th. If you have not yet subscribed to the channel, please do. I do try to put readings out every week. I would like to be able to put more out, so the more support that I can get on the channel, the more readings I can do. So anything you can do to support the channel, whether that be subscribe, whether that be like and share the videos. You can also check the description box to find links to my Facebook and Instagram page, all that fun stuff. All right, but any support is very much appreciated. All right, we are going to start with some oracle cards for you. We're going to see what the strongest energy around you will be this week. Any messages and guidance you need to hear. And then we'll get to your tarot. You have Virgo. Okay, so you might be connecting to a Virgo, but if not, Virgo is all about focusing on the details. It's all about kind of doing that. It's a kind of about putting in that very routine type of work towards something. It's about really getting down to the nitty-gritty of things. It's kind of looking into the details of everything. It's also a card of healing, specifically like, being like in a field where you bring healing to other people or helping other people in some sense. You have the divine feminine. I love this. Okay. I love this message. Okay. So you do have the whip card as your overall energy. So this is about, it usually represents somebody that wants to control things. But it does indicate kind of the need to, it's like usually when something has kind of been stirred up or your emotions have been stirred up and the need to just kind of get everything, together, just to get everything solid and grounded. I do notice you have the divine feminine card and you have the divine masculine card. In this deck, there's a younger version and an older version of each. And so this represents somebody, this is like a very, not mature as in old, but more comfortable. This is kind of the higher level feminine energy. This is the younger level divine masculine energy. And then you have the clock card, which is timing. So I do feel, if for those of you who are in a relationship, I do feel that this is kind of a message that the person that you're dealing with is maybe, now this depends on if you're if you resonate with being a masculine energy or a feminine energy. But what this message is saying is that the feminine energy is very comfortable in her emotions, in her needs, in her desires, where the masculine energy is still a little bit kind of uncertain within their emotions. Just, I guess, not as confident in their role. If you're single, it's kind of like, it's a kind of a message to ask yourself, what is it that you're looking for? Are you looking for a connection with somebody where there's going to be that stability, Or are you looking to, just have fun? Because it's like you're looking towards the future. You're looking towards having somebody stable in your life. You might be this very loving and giving and nurturing energy, but it's almost like you're giving it to people or situations who aren't in the energy to give that back to you. It's kind of like you're questioning whether, or for some of you, you might be looking at a relationship questioning whether or not you're wasting your time with this person, because it's almost like you are having to put so much time and energy into cleaning up the mess. Let me get just a couple more. What is the overall message in this? It's, and even outside of a relationship, it's like, ask yourself what you want. It's like looking towards, a long-term goal for yourself. You want this long-term goal. You want a commitment. You want a stable relationship. Um, you want a career that you feel good in, a career that you like. You want to, you know, you have some very big goal for yourself, but it's almost like you're settling for such little bits and pieces of everything that it's becoming like a waste of time. Like you're wanting to have a stable partner, um, but you're you're connecting with people who just aren't at that level, in hopes of maybe bringing them up to your level. You know what I mean? It's also like, where are you looking for your connections? You're wanting stability, but you're wanting long-term commitment, but you're meeting people on Tinder. You know what I mean? It's kind of like that. It's like, where are you? It's like you're wanting something stable, but you're spending so much time cleaning up a mess or dealing with people who, are just coming in and causing chaos, that you don't have that time to focus on what it is that you want for yourself. Um, it could be that you're looking towards, getting into a long-term relationship. You could be connected with somebody that you're looking long-term towards, but then dealing with other people who are just causing too much interference. Give me a couple more on what the overall message of this is. It's like the need to get control over something. The need to kind of look at what areas of your life are just a waste of time at this point. The throat chakra, the tool. Okay. It's like you want something. You want, you have a specific goal, but you are settling for less than that. You're thinking that by being patient, that people are going to come up to you and meet your needs, but you're not showing people what your needs are. If you're accepting, below the bar, people aren't necessarily going to try to raise the bar for you. You know what I mean? You have to kind of set the bar for people and make them come up. So it's kind of like, look at the situations that are wasting your time. Be willing to kind of stand in your truth and say, you know what, this is what I want. This is a waste of time. If you're not ready to meet me at my level, then, it could also be that you are very focused on this particular goal, but you're kind of not seeing anything come to fruition. So you might want to be feeling like you have to settle for less, but no, that's not the case. you're at a higher level, and maybe there's just not that many people on that level. That doesn't mean you have to go down. All right, so let's get a little bit more. We're going to look at what your energy coming into the week is. You have the Knight of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, and the Six of Wands. You've really been putting in a lot of work on you. For a lot of you, I feel like you've really been focused on your own success, your own healing, you have been, I think, focused on something long-term for yourself. For those of you in a relationship, you might be in a connection with somebody who's just slow. You might have even kind of pulled yourself away from this person. But I think overall, you have been, very loyal, very dedicated. Maybe it is to a person, maybe it is to just yourself, to self-love, to your own career. And you're in this space where you are feeling very proud of yourself. You have reached a very good level. And again, for those of you who are in a relationship, for some of you, I do feel that in this connection, you just feel like this person is just not... you feel this person is just a little bit slower. What does this Knight of Pentacles represent? The Eight of Wands. Yeah, I think you're ready for something. You're ready. You've been putting in all this work. You're ready for some action. You're ready to feel passionate. You're ready for some excitement. You're ready for like acknowledgement. And you feel alone. Yeah. So some of you, this might be that you're single, and you've been focused on you. You've been focused on your work, and you feel really good about where you are, and and you're maybe wanting to connect with somebody. But for those of you who have been putting in this, work on healing yourself, any kind of self-care routine, like you're really in a good place. You've really done good. You should be very proud of yourself. You might not be able to see the full results of everything right now, but you're definitely a lot further along than you realize. What's coming towards you this week? You have the Nine of Wands. Yeah, you're almost there. Yeah. Let's see what else. Oh, you are. So you do have the Nine of Wands. This is, they call this like the Wounded Warrior card. This is somebody who's just really been working very hard, who's really been through a lot. It's like, and you're almost there. You're right at the edge. This is also somebody who's a little bit guarded, who might feel a little bit defensive. This is somebody who has been through a lot, and so they're a little leery about letting people in. You do have the Ace of Cups, and you do have the Lover's card. So this is new love coming in. This is a very strong soulmate connection coming in. If this is a connection that you're in, if this is a connection that you're already in, I do feel that one person is more open to the relationship than the other one is right now. I do feel that one person in this connection is a little bit more guarded. Let me see what this Ace of Cups represents. For some of you, this is somebody new coming in. It's definitely not in the way you expect. Yeah, for a lot of you, I do feel a lot of you are single. If you're not single, if you've had a connection to somebody, I don't feel that you and this person are necessarily in a commitment right now. I feel like maybe you guys aren't in the same page. You're both kind of, it's almost like both of you are so focused on maintaining like your own balance in your own life that you don't really see each other. It really is. It's like you have this connection to somebody, but it's almost like you guys aren't seeing each other right now. You're both focused on manifesting the connection. You both are looking towards something really solid, something really stable. You both are very kind of clear on what it is that you want, although it's like you guys aren't, it's almost there, but it's not. Oh, okay. What is your energy in this connection? Oh. What is the other person's energy? I don't think you see this person. The energies could be flipped. Keep that in mind. But for your energy, you have the Devil and the Nine of Swords. For the other person's energy, even if you're single and this is somebody you're manifesting, because there's something about this that feels very new, and it feels like it's somebody that you're not acknowledging, or somebody that you don't think that this connection is possible. The other person has the Hierophant and the Strength card. The other person is, they're very loving, they're very compassionate. They are holding themselves back. They want to do the right thing. You just have this energy around you, and that's probably what this Nine of Wands and Magician is. It's this energy around you that is so overwhelming that I think that you can't see this connection in front of you. And that's what was coming up in the beginning, the need to kind of get control. Yeah, okay, let's get more into what this devil energy around you is. You have the Two of Swords, indecision. The Tower. The Six of Swords. It's just like you just seem to have a lot of chaos around you. I don't feel that it's this person. I don't feel that it's anything to do with your love life, if we're being honest. It could be that, in all of this healing that you're going through and all of this change that you're going through, when we go through, when we go through those very powerful transformation processes, when we go through clearing away the past, when we go into that energy of kind of stepping into your authentic self, there is that moment where it seems like everything around you is falling apart. um, it feels like you're losing friends all of a sudden. It'll feel like, it just feels like nothing is the same anymore. And it's kind of just like this cleansing of things that no longer belong in your life. And so it does seem chaotic at the time. It's kind of like, a single mother who works 12 hours a day and at a place that's just so hectic and there's so much going on. And then she comes home and has to spend hours cleaning her house and cooking and this and this and this. It's like there's so much chaos, but it's almost like you've gotten used to the chaos that you don't even see it as chaos anymore. And it might not be anything specific. It might not be what's going on in your physical surroundings. Um, it might just be kind of your mental state right now. Um, when you've been in like codependent relationships for a long time, when you've been in very toxic environments for a long time, you don't even realize the effect that it has on you. But, for example, if you've been in, for people who've been in a codependent relationship for a long time with a very controlling person, um, in those types of relationships, the other person, it's like their needs are constantly being shoved on you. You know what I mean? So it's like it's just like being in this constant chaos of trying to fix everything for that person, or trying to walk on eggshells for somebody. But feeling like you're in that constant place of chaos, that when you finally move away from that energy, to actually be in a place of calm actually feels unnerving. You know what I mean? And so, a lot of times people will start to kind of add things in to kind of keep themselves busy. They take up habits just to keep themselves busy, because they need to have that constant energy going, because that's what they're used to. And that's what this kind of feels like. It feels like you've done so much work to you might have pulled yourself out of a really negative situation recently, or even in the past year. When you're in a toxic situation for a long time, it does take a long time for you to really get comfortable in being in that place of peace. And I know it sounds silly, but that's exactly what it feels like. Like you have this. For a lot of you, I feel like you don't even notice this connection, or this might be somebody that you just haven't connected to yet. But I do feel it is somebody like in your presence. I do feel that this is somebody who, and this might be somebody that you have been connected to. And this person just might be, that's a possibility too. Um, this person that you're connected to is the type of person that is going to take their time. They're going to take their time getting to know you. They're going to take their time to try to be friends with you. They're not going to be aggressive. They're not going to push their needs on you. They're not going to force themselves on you, or just overwhelm you with communication. And you might take that as this person is not interested in you, but they're just genuinely maybe a more traditional type of person. Um, but I do think it's important for you right now to really work on, where do you allow yourself to kind of receive love, to receive support, and not just in relationships, just in general. But also like how much of your day-to-day routine is spent like, just keeping your mind busy or keeping yourself busy, or with um, just like cleaning up messes. You know what I mean? I hope that makes sense. Let me see. What else do you need to know about this? You have the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups. So for a lot of you, I do feel that this is somebody that you are already connected with. Um, and if this is somebody you've been connected to for a long time, I think you're both just focused on healing. You have the Sun card, and you have the Nine of Cups. And you have the Ace of Wands. I mean, all of this is wish fulfillment. This is about taking a moment to acknowledge how far you've come. It's in your presence. You know, do you ever take time for yourself? Do you ever take time to just go have fun? And if this is somebody that you've been connected to for a long time, it might be that you guys have had so much problems, um, that it's hard to get into this place of joy, but it's available. What is your guidance? The Eight of Swords. Yeah, this is the Hangman. This is restricting beliefs. Yeah, this is holding yourself back. The Eight of Swords and the Hangman. This is being stuck in a negative thought pattern, or just having so much around you that you feel. This is sacrificing. You need to look at where you're sacrificing yourself, where you're sacrificing your energy, because you're giving so much of your time and your energy to busy work, to things that just aren't serving you anymore, to um, negative thoughts. It might be people around you. It could be as simple as you have like a handful of friends that are just very negative people. It could be about anything. You know what I mean? It could just be people that just bitch about the weather every single day. And that seems like a very minor thing, but when you're constantly around people like that, it's just constantly sucking your energy. And so you're having to, spend half your time just to get yourself up to a stable energy level. And being at that stable energy level, you're tired, you're worn out. You need to be able to get yourself to this place where you feel good, where you feel excited. And that's when this energy is coming towards you, because um, you have this beautiful connection. You have this very caring person, um, but it's almost like there's just this wall of chaos around you right now, and this person just can't get in. You know what I mean? And again, it might be something very simplistic. It could be that you have a friend that calls you every morning and they spend 2 hours bitching about the same thing over and over and over again. You know what I mean? Again, it seems like it's nothing, but you are a water sign. You're a Cancer energy. Whether you realize it or not, you're taking all of that energy in. And because you're a natural, empath, you're a natural nurturer, your first instinct is to try to build people up. And so in again, it's just like your energy is just kind of going to waste. And so that's what you have the Star card here, and you have the Three of Cups. You've done the work. You've put in the work. You've focused on manifesting this big dream for yourself, whether it be a relationship, whether it be, this goal you have, this career you have. Like, you've done the work. You're ready to receive it at this point. And the only thing that is preventing it from coming to you is the little mice around you, like the chaos around you. And if it's not people, take a look into what your day-to-day routines are. We take up a lot of routines just to keep our minds busy. But part of manifesting is being able to kind of just be still and be in the moment and tap into our own guides. I used to be really bad about, playing certain games on my phone all the time. Even stuff like that, even if it's just an hour a day, just take some time out to get some like actual free time throughout your day where you're not doing anything. I know it's hard to do, but it'll be worth it. All right, let's just get any final messages for you. Patience. That's about patience with yourself, not with other people. Magic. Yep. When you kind of take that time out for yourself, this is about your intentions. This is about setting intentions. This is saying that you are manifesting these things that you want. You need to have patience with yourself and understand that just because this is not in your presence right now doesn't mean that you don't deserve it. It just means you have to clear space for this new stuff to come in. All right. I love you guys. Have a good week. Bye-bye.